We're back to BattleTech. Shadowcoast here. We just finished our first official priority mission. You've done excellent work, Commander Coast. You've earned yourself an opportunity to do more. Meet your real client. I don't believe she needs an introduction. Kameo Arano? I'm happy to see you again, Shadowcoast, or should I say Commander. You've done well for yourself. The old man would be pleased. It must come to a shock to you seeing us here at Alloway, seeing us at all. I apologize for that, but I had to be sure that you were the mech warrior I remembered before I reached out to you. And now, with the Argo on its way to Larenton for repairs, I know you are everything I remember and more. I'm everything you remember. You show up after years, and that's all you have to say? Go easy on her, Commander Ko. She's been living in exile since Espinosa stole her throne. The broadcasts of her death were directorate propaganda, well-crafted lies to keep the masses in line. And with that, Kamea, I'll leave you to your reunion. Best of luck with the negotiations, and keep me apprised of whatever decision you come to. Lady Centrella winks off the view screen. Lady Centrella was right about the propaganda Shadowcoast. My uncle's directorate is run on lies, though in this case they very nearly became true. The directorate's assassins pursued us into the frontier. In the months following the coup, we had more than our share of close calls. Eventually, they gave up looking for us, and we've been living in exile ever since. So where have the two of you been hiding for 3 years? As far from directorate space as we could get without leaving the frontier, a miserable little ball of a rock called Zathras. It was a nasty, brutish planet full of internecine strife and bloody turmoil. There were power struggles and mad nobles, plagues, zealots, and holy wars. So you're saying it was typical frontier world? More or less, living on Cormadir, I heard stories about the problems that many frontier systems face, but I was detached. I never saw how rough life outside the Aurigan coalition can get. My uncle's coup changed everything Shadowcoast, including me. Alright, you made it off Cormadir and you found me. Let's talk about why. I imagined you already guessed. I intend to seek justice for my uncle's crimes. I intend to take my throne back. But I can't do it without you. We have resources and army drawn from all across the frontier. Perhaps most importantly, we have the patronage of Lady Centrella and the tacit support of her government. That means money. A great deal of money. I didn't realize the Regan Coalition was on such good terms with the magistracy. It wasn't, not really. But they want to see the directorate dealt with, and it isn't in their interest to do it themselves. They'd prefer to keep their own hands clean. In light of this, Kamea's claim to the throne is an asset worth paying for. The Rimmerl Periphery is a powder keg, Shadowcoast. Tensions between the Taran Concordant and the Federated Suns are high. My uncle's military posting could be viewed as a provocation by either side. If open conflict between superpowers were to erupt, it'd be difficult for anyone to remain neutral. The magistracy wants to avoid getting dragged into a major war. In your house, Centrella's best hope for a clean solution. They fill your war chest, you remove the directorate from the board, and the magistracy lets tensions between the Federated Suns and Tarians simmer down on their own. Am I reading the situation correctly, Lady Orano? Correctly enough, Mr. Oliveira, but understand that this isn't just about diffusing a dangerous situation. For me, taking on the directorate is personal. Well, makes sense. My uncle betrayed me. The founding council has been reduced to a handful of powerless figureheads. Our very identity has been cut away and discarded. House Espinosa is long overdue for a reckoning, and with your help I will bring them one. Join with me, Shadowcoast, and we will not fail. Your cause is honorable, Lady Arana, but the prices are right. I think we can do business together. You gotta get paid, we're mercenaries. The price, of course, Shadowcoast. Let us discuss your compensation. Pledge yourself to me and I'll buy your company's debt, all of them. You'll be free to travel and seek clients as you please so long as you come to me when I call for you. And on the day I reclaim my throne, your obligation to me will be forgiven, your debt wiped clean. Of course, you will also be paid for every battle you fight at our behest, at a rate that will feel quite generous, given the clientele that you're accustomed to. Thanks to House Centrella, we have money to burn. We will gladly take that money. I don't like the thought of being someone noble's pawn, but I don't like being in Hawk to a bunch of loan sharks either. This sounds like a pretty good deal with boss. I'm just saying. Deal. Let's go make Mastiff Montgomery proud. He would be. In truth, I feel he is smiling down on us even now. I'll take my leave of you now. I have an army to rally and preparations to make, but it won't be long before I contact you again. And when I do, I need you ready. Prepare yourself and your company, Shadowcoast. Our war is about to begin. Lady Arado just bought all of our debt, Commander. That means no more banks restricting our jump ship access. We can travel to more systems now, but we should still steer clear of major states. We don't want to look like we're going to cut and run. Good news, Commander. Once Doc Murad and her crew got that wreck ship safely away, they found most of a Centurion in its cargo hold. It's not equipped for combat yet, but with a little love and attention, I think we can return it to service. Swing by the mech bay to check on it and order a refit. So the Centurion C9A is a sturdy and reliable mech. The Centurion is good at both taking and giving a beating. CN9A models are able to engage at any range, but their damage curve is increased as they approach the target. Great. So let's take a second. Take stock. We're at 2 million C-bills. We do have an Assassinate mission, so we'll take that on. Let's take a look at the barracks. Shadowcoast, we're gonna grab multi-shot. I'm pretty sure I want to do breaching shot, bulwark on him. We're gonna bring Medusa up, and then we have to decide: is he gonna go recon or is he gonna go tank? Glitch is gonna chill for a little bit, and we'll bring Behemoth up. I think Behemoth's gonna grab sure footing. I'm actually not sure. I'm not sure. I'm debating between breaching shot and bulwark. Coolant vent is, you know, maybe we do get coolant vent. Maybe we get sure footing. Get extra evasion and then get coolant vent, and then we put her in a heavy mech. We'll have to decide.
Nice to see you down here in the hole.
But while we decide, we're gonna repair this 5 days. Repair this 2 days. So let's bring the Blackjack up, and then we're gonna refit our Centurion. Maybe. Let's look at the patterns. Kind of like that one. Alright, so this is its normal configuration: 2 medium lasers, an AC-10, and an LRM-10. That's pretty hefty. Well, let's see what we got in the shop. It had a medium laser on it. I think 2 medium lasers makes sense. We do not have an AC-10, so we're going to check the store. We don't have an AC-5 either. And the store does not have... They only have an AC-2. So we'll put a little, you know, an AC-2 in there. Ammo wise, 25 rounds each. I don't think we need 50 rounds. You don't want to take up more space than we need to. And then when we look at this, they have, alright, we have a couple missile bays. So we'll give it a fair amount of ammo. Place some ammo in the legs. guess we're kind of making him a longer range mech. That's fine. I think we're gonna do this. 120, 240. Okay. To make it a longer range mech, you're gonna stick some heat sinks on the mech. And yeah, so 29 days. I kinda don't like it, guys. We're gonna wait. We're gonna get an AC-10, load them up with an AC-10 and some SRMs. In the meantime, let's run out a mission. We have an Assassinate mission. We're gonna take it on. Let's jump into some action in this episode. Assassinate mission. I'm hoping the mech is nicer. We don't need as much. Ooh. Alright, we're gonna wait 2 days. So let's let 2 days elapse. And then let's deploy. I'm hoping that Assassinate we have a nicer mech. We're gonna put Medusa here. Decker, go earn your pay. You are being, you are charging a little bit more than everybody else. You definitely want to upgrade mech tech. That determines how long it takes. So in that setup, guys, it said it was going to take 29 days to equip all that stuff, which seems a little long. So I didn't queue it up because we're currently repairing stuff, so I do have a day or so to kind of think about it. I personally would like to put an AC-10 in there, 2 medium lasers, and then honestly maybe some SRMs, and then just fill out the rest with maximize the armor. So it's a brawler type mech. Gets in, takes damage, deals a lot of damage. Alright, the war criminal is over there. But there's going to be supporting forces coming to help the war criminal. Is this water? We are in a desert biome. It's only 85% efficient. It does look like there's some water there, so we're gonna want to move up as much as possible. The locust is... I don't think the locust has jump jets. No, the locust does not have jump jets. Oh, it has a machine gun variant. We're gonna move...
Location confirmed. Hostile on center.
Gonna move everyone into the water. Alright, so
Holding for tactical advantage.
This is the main mech. Looks like he does have support coming in. So our strategy here
Receiving you.
is we're going to actually come around here. We're going to try to take these guys on, pull this guy further out. We don't want him, we actually don't want him escaping once we start damaging him. So we're kind of better off jumping down here, drawing these guys down, and then waiting to engage
Yep. Engaging jump jet.
the main target. I think he'll come back. Kind of my
Waiting
expectation.
for orders.
We're gonna keep the locust kind of in the back. Alright, we have an enemy locust. Let's see what they're packing. Machine gun and medium laser. We have a spider. They're both shoddy armor. So we know they're shoddy armor because you can see here they're not fully armored, so they have kind of crappy armor.
Good to go.
We don't have anyone with multi-shot, unfortunately. Ooh. Alright. We are going to precision strike.
All weapons committed.
Looks like the CT.
Enemy mech. Critical damage.
How much is
detected.
left? 45. Okay, so we
Yeah.
connected with at least a few.
Move into position.
There we go. Oh, just blew off the arm. We did not hit the center,
What's up, Doc?
fortunately. Ooh. Alright.
Acknowledged.
Retrospect, I probably should have saved the resolve. AC5 connected. Great.
Enemy down.
I'm gonna reserve.
Waiting for my opening.
There are 3 more supporting vehicles. We killed one, so we're only at 25%. Oof.
Damage minimal.
It's kind of ballsy
Ready for orders.
to run up here. So what we're doing is we're trying to remove evasion chevrons.
Waiting for orders.
Again, we're just removing evasion chevrons.
No joy. What do you need?
85% to melee. Pretty good.
Locked
Hopefully
on.
we
Physical
hit.
attack.
We do. And oops. We just want to make sure we position Shadowcoast. Ooh. Alright, we're trying to get behind him. We're gonna take off the CMO. It looks like we are behind,
Engaging target.
or it looks like we're at the side, unfortunately.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Alright, he's gonna take a shot at the Shadowhawk, that's fine.
Good to go.
Getting up close and personal, locus on locus action.
Let's see how you like this.
And confirm kill. Well played, Decker. I think that's the... Is that backup? Yeah, that's backup.
Commander.
Alright, so
Yes, Commander. Copy that.
we're just making sure that the rest of the team can get over here. Cool off a little bit, which is
Yes,
nice.
Commander.
Um, I'm gonna turn you. Gonna let them kind of come, and then I think if we jump up, we'll be in range.
Standing by. Acknowledged.
We do need to get Decker sensor lock ASAP, so we'll save for that.
Ready for orders. Move order.
Moving up here. So what do we have? A spider and a fire starter. The fighter starter is causing me a little more anxiety here.
On it.
We're gonna aim for its leg. Try to knock it down.
Ready for orders. Jump.
Slowly but surely beating up on him. Okay.
Engaging jump jets.
Oof, that was hot. Alright. Hit everywhere except the leg and the center torso, which is what we needed. Spider. Ooh. Spider's going for Behemoth. I
Commander,
find that kind of interesting.
location confirmed.
Alright, we caused some damage.
Solid connection on that one.
Alright, we'll take the AC2s off. Oh, nope, we want to take the lowest percentage off. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Orders.
Alright. So, nice. Very nice. Did we kill him? No. We just severely hurt him a lot. Alright, we're gonna stay put.
That hit something good.
Alright, so he's gonna get up and get a move, but for the most part we've done a good job disabling him, and then we'll go after the real target, which is the wanted mech warrior.
Warning. Detecting
We're gonna overheat. We have to repair. So when you overheat, you take internal damage.
What's up, boss? I copy.
Alright. Let's see Decker get up close and personal. Nice. Did you hit him in the front? Oh, you gotta be... kidding me, I thought we hit him in the back. Yeah, so they're trying to overheat us.
Damage is light.
Oh, and Shadowcoast got injured. That is tough. I keep him in the water. He's overheating. You can see here we have structural damage in the bottom left. How is this guy still...
Commander. Lifting off.
Alright.
Target.
Beating up on this guy. Took out down the fire starter.
I hope we can salvage that.
Ready for orders.
Alright.
Roger.
We really want to take this guy out from the... Yeah, there we go. Finally. Behemoth
Nice
crushed him.
salvage there.
Yes, Commander. Got it.
Alright, so we're gonna come down here, stay in the water, and pummel this guy. If we can. Is he just pathing back and forth? Like, I'm not
What's up,
sure.
boss? Aye, aye.
Shadowcoast is still bleeding off heat.
Standing by.
Medusa. Jump into some water. Don't worry about it. Alright, let's see where this guy makes his... Is he stuck back there?
Commander.
He might be stuck back there.
Here we go.
Guess he is. He's just kind of chilling back there. Not sure why,
Engaging jump jets.
but
Ready for orders. Heading
we'll go
out.
get him. We want to be careful with Decker. That was not that many
Here we go.
evasion pips.
Good to go.
So we're gonna reserve down. Is he?
Yes, Commander.
If he goes the other direction when we run over here, I swear.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah, we're keeping Decker kind of in the back.
Engaging jump jets.
Receiving you. Got it.
Alright.
What's up, boss? Roger that.
Do not start pathing back the other way. Okay. It is a cicada. Alright. 2 medium lasers, small
Waiting for
lasers.
orders.
Cicada's nothing special. We're gonna fire all alpha. We're in water, so heat sink.
damage, Commander.
So as long as we have water, we get the plus 50%, which offsets that only 85% efficiency. Okay, so this is where we have to be a little bit careful. can just go for it. We don't really want or need a cicada.
Waiting for orders. Coordinates received. Taking the shot.
Alright, we want to take him out before he escapes.
Reporting critical hit.
Orders. Moving to position.
Behemoth moving in.
Acknowledged.
Alright, Shadowcoast has got this. Alright. I went for the leg on the off chance we can leg it.
Enemy mech destroyed.
I was hoping for a Shadowhawk or something a little heavier to salvage. Or something with an AC 10 would have been nice. Alright, what do we want to do? We can do the cicada, jump jets, medium laser. Yeah, why not? Alright, we're gonna grab the fire starter. Okay, good. We got lucky. I do try to get salvage pieces because they're just worth more. And it's nice to kind of collect all the mechs. You never know when you want to have a crazy lineup. Alright. Lady Arano's contract to liberate Waldry is up soon. We have 20 days, 25 days. Let's take a quick look at the mech bay. Repair. Five for overheating. Seems a little excessive. Alright, so we're gonna run an escort mission. And then we're gonna run first strike. It's pretty lucrative escort mission, it looks like. Organized chaos. In the morning briefing, Yang jumps right in. Commander, the leopard is too small. My mech techs keep tripping over everything. Chief, we talked about this. Darius says in exasperation we can't exactly knock down any walls. Sumeyer inserts herself. What if we move some supplies into other parts of the leopard? The bunks, the kitchen, hell. I'll even store some boxes in the cockpit if it'll help. Yang rubs his chin. Yeah, if I had some breathing room for a week, I could reorganize and make room for everything to move back. Alright. We're going to fill every last corner. So morale decrease, but mech tech points I think increase. You can see that here to 6. So Blackjack went from I think 5 days to 2. Maybe we should refit this Centurion. We don't have any. We really don't have a good AC 10 to put in here. So maybe we do make him a long range sniper. I mean, I'm not opposed to that. Just let him pummel enemies from afar. And heat efficiency, pretty good. 15 days instead of 29 days.
Logged and noted.
That's good. We'll take advantage of that. And I think by the time we get there, travel to Detroit, we will be healed. So I think this will be a slightly longer episode. We are going to try to run 2 missions. My goal is to have these post anywhere from twice to 3 times a week. We'll see if I can keep that or not. Work is busy, so I do record when I can. I'm currently playing a lot of Division 2 also, so let me know if you're interested in that, and I'm happy to post. On your way to the Leper's Galley, you run into Sumire heading the same way. Commander, it it has been a long week. I know I can't make more hours in the day, but I can make more coffee. When you enter the cramped galley, you find Decker and Behemoth in a tense standoff in front of a nearly empty coffee pot. Decker sees you. Commander, this is the last of the coffee deck, so it says we won't have any more until the next supply run. Behemoth shoves her way forward. I got here first and you almost stole it while I was looking for my favorite mug. Alright, we're gonna split the coffee. And we gain high spirits. Alright, so high spirits. Let me see if we can see this.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Can we not? Can we not see? Oh, up here. So, rank regular, Ronin. Can we not? Oh, it's in the tooltip over here. High spirits. So when you have high spirits mech warriors, the morale or resolve that's needed to use abilities is reduced, which is great. They can also have low spirits, where it actually doubles the cost to use precision strike, where we get to pick where we're targeting, and vigilance, which is basically you gain guarded to reduce damage. So it is important when you think about deploying mechs, what they have, or excuse me, it's important when you are deploying your lance to consider what mech warrior statuses are. So you might not want to use one for whatever reason because they are low spirited. So we're looking for plus weapons. We're also looking for an AC 10. Doesn't appear. We're going to launch a contract. This is an escort mission. I want Decker because he's high spirited. Well, before we do anything, let's just take a look at their mech warriors. We were right there.
Yes, Commander.
We don't have enough points to do much.
Good to go.
Not sure what I'm going to do with Medusa, to be honest. Alright. So Decker, going to put in the Centurion. It's not the ideal setup, but let's see how it goes. Escort mission, Badlands, so I think we're only at 85% heat efficiency. When I shoot those two LRM-10s, it's going to be pretty hot. And then we're going to rotate on and off the AC-2 for the recoil, negative impact, and we'll see that in this mission. This is 1.5 stars, so we're hoping they bring slightly stronger mechs. We'll see.
Command interface
Now,
initiated.
your lance composition, I haven't gotten into that a lot, but I will in later episodes when we have a little more optionality of what we deploy.
Moving out.
Right now I effectively am going with kind of the medium, heavier, more firepower type lineup.
Heading out.
But that's not always the best thing to do. Sometimes it makes sense to
Position confirmed.
pick later mechs
Coordinates received.
so you can position them and hit the enemy from behind. Alright, so we have to secure the rally points. Do you have a locus? Ooh, large laser, probably a commando. So we're gonna focus our fire on this guy down here.
Good to go.
Aye, aye. Confirm.
We'll send the LRMs.
Engaging on target.
We might as well have shot the PPC in retrospect. We had the heat, so let's not make that mistake again. We don't have any jump jets on the Centurion. I personally think you should put jump jets on everything, but that's just my personal opinion. Why not?
Targeting for an alpha.
Hoping the AC-10 would hit. Knocked him down. Do have a lot of missiles, which is nice. Let's try to blow his other leg off, or we could core him.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Yes, Commander.
Oh shoot. I clicked too soon. That was not good. Looks like a commando. And another commando. So here you can see at the top that there's a refire +1, and that is for ballistics. You have to kind of let it cool down, and then it'll be, you know, higher percent target chance next time,
Destroyed.
because we're not going to have that negative multiplier. So you can see, well, still there, but it should go away at the end of the turn
By.
once it's reset.
On my way.
Alright, so we're gonna send Medusa first to try to take off some of that evasion. Ooh, the PPC does connect, which is fantastic.
Target's taking a critical hit. Good to go.
Standing by. Jumping.
Gonna send the Shadowhawk here. Now, one thing that's nice with the PPC, you can see on the left, it does cause +1 difficulty to all of this unit's attacks, because it does disrupt fairly substantially.
Firing full power.
I ended up switching to this guy because he had oh, I thought, well,
What's
should have
up,
probably just focused one of them down. That's okay. 50, 55. Let's this guy's got the large laser, which is a little bit of a bigger threat.
Target's taking a critical hit.
Knocked him down.
It's go time.
SRM 6 is still around. Moving towards us. Alright.
Showing minor damage.
We are going for the kill. We just need one of these to hit.
Engaging target.
No, we incapacitated a pilot. That works.
Orders.
And Shadowcoast reduced a fair number of, or reduced, dropped off a lot of heat. Nice. Deuce is on fire with that PPC.
Target eliminated.
Alright. Alright. Let's Let's see if we can accelerate this a little bit. You have to stick with them. So one thing that kind of rally can glitch out on,
Moving
at
out.
least it did in the past, is if you're not like close to them. If you kind of run out front, then one of them will get stuck back here because they want you to be within a certain radius or distance for them to move forward. Need to feel safe, I guess. So kind of like to move my
Roger that.
heavier mechs out front.
I copy.
Centurion's kind of sniper variant until we can get a solid EC-10 on it.
Heading out.
Location confirmed.
Alright, make sure these guys move up. They are a little slower.
Yes, Commander. Location confirmed.
Kind of stand in the middle of them.
I copy.
Got it.
Guys kind of run up here, trying to keep them all protected. I would expect to encounter some enemies. We shall see.
On my way.
Alright. Come on, speed up.
Moving to position.
Position confirmed.
Alright, so looks like a fairly quiet run. Should have took the sea bills instead of the salvage. But let's see if
Roger.
let's see if something kind of pops up last minute.
Engaging jump jets.
Coordinates received.
Keeping this guy back here to make sure this guy keeps moving. There we go. Oh snap. Additional contacts.
The package will be on its way soon.
Hey, a Shadowhawk. Great. So Shadowhawks, I think, are all around one of the most solid mechs in the game. Centurions are pretty good too. So that's a pretty strong list, like Jenner. So we're gonna take weapons off the board. Gonna save the Shadowhawk for last. Try to take it out.
Ready for orders.
We're gonna I wonder if we can one shot.
Reporting critical hit.
Shadowhawk's making a move. Alright. Oops, I should probably jump jet somewhere. Alright, well, this guy is the biggest threat.
Submitted.
Yep.
So that was a mistake. I shouldn't have actually used Shadowcoast for that. I should have saved my Precision Strike for Behemoth, because Behemoth is high-spirited. And because she's high-spirited, Precision Strike, you can see in the top or on the left here, it's only 20 resolve. So I should only have been using my resolve, vigilance, and Precision Strike with Decker and Behemoth. I didn't because I wasn't paying attention. Don't make that mistake in the future.
Let's hit him hard.
Alright, let's. I do want to take this Shadowhawk down.
Reporting heavy damage.
The Jenners can do damage, but not nearly as much as the AC5.
Engaging jump jets.
Alright.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
AC5 still there though.
Yeah.
Moving out. Acknowledged.
Alright. Got the leg.
Reporting critical hit.
Waiting for orders.
Just kind of positioning in water.
Acknowledged.
Alright, well. Took out the threat.
That's a kill.
Wanted to not core
Waiting for orders.
him. I was trying to pull off either both legs or do something along those lines. Alright, Decker.
All weapons are go. We can salvage that.
Alright, there is another Jenner. Oh, it's
Objective secured.
running up here. We'll take out the Jenners pretty quickly. Let's see if we can flank them and hit them from behind. Looks like they're beating up on Behemoth in the Shadowhawk. That's okay. Kind of our resident tank. Alright,
Not much armor
let's
left
try to
in
get
that
behind these guys.
Receiving you.
Ooh, mid-range.
copy.
Okay. Taking off evasion chevrons.
Reporting negative damage. Ready for orders. Jump.
Let's see if we can get the better angle. We really wanted to AC5 to hit that leg.
Solid connection on that one.
So I jumped Behemoth here to have as many. Oh, alright, we're taking internal damage.
That shot got past my armor. Ready for orders.
We're kind of jumping her around to drive as much evasion as possible.
Copy that. Inflicted some heavy damage.
Knock this guy down. Alright, so we're just looking what takes less. The legs take less. If I were to add this medium laser in. Okay, that works.
Enemy
CT
mech
destroyed.
Waiting for orders. Commander.
Staying in the water. Deuce is firing. Nice. We took off 2 of the medium lasers. So, and with connecting with the PBC, it doesn't make it +1 difficult for
What's up, boss?
him to hit us, which is always nice. Why is this so low? Min range. Now we've taken all its weapons out, so it's just gonna try a melee. Shadowcoast is gonna melee,
physical attack.
burn off heat.
Yes, Commander.
Decker is gonna melee because
Moving to
he's
position.
a sniper
Targeting
and
for
we
physical attack.
brought him in close.
Yes, Commander.
And why not? Melee fest.
Gone for physical attack.
Alright, so we didn't do a very good job salvaging anything, unfortunately.
Mission successful.
But that's okay. That Centurion really needs to stay pretty far back, it looks like. You want the Shadowhawk. AC5 is nice. We want an AC5 to put on the Shadowhawk. I'm not really excited about any of this. Why don't we can try to, yeah, kind of all junk. I would like another Shadowhawk. That would be a good addition, round us out a little bit. Alright guys, we're just gonna do some housekeeping here.
Orders.
Behemoth.
Training confirmed, Commander.
We'll round you out and then we'll kind of decide if you're going sure footing or not. I think we are. I'm just not convinced. We're gonna save for the sensor lock
Good to go.
Yes, Commander.
for Decker.
Yes, Commander.
Shadowcoast we're saving for multi-shot.
Nice to see you down here in the hole.
Alright. Repairing. Great, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Why don't you catch us in the next episode? Please post. I am taking suggestions on the company's name, so let me know. Alright. Catch you later. Shadowcoast out.